and it's been one from day one because of them coming on YouTube. But they still keep Summer's name out here by doing it. You know that by it being like this, it's the reason why everybody is still keeping her name out there, and that's one thing that I can say. Don B would come in here because I apologize to him. Don B, if he comes up here tonight, I'm gonna hand you some boxing gloves, and y'all are gonna duke it out. Because I know you have to say, hello, Beth, hello. If he wants to come up here and duke it out with you, I'm going to give you some boxing gloves and let y'all duke it out. Want this to be a bash channel? No. That's why I'm apologizing to Benny Keys, because I have no right to say anything about Benny because I don't know Benny. I ultimately do not talk to him. I've never talked to Benny, and I do apologize for that because I haven't. I don't know him. And he knows the Wells just as much as anybody else does. So I shouldn't have said that. Don B's my bud. Daisy, you and PG are really the only ones to keep Summer's name out there. Well, I do think.
I've never asked you for nothing. You're a liar.
I don't lie. You're the liar. You're the piece of shit.
Man, every time I talk
and then you go say Jody Sue wanted to. Jody Sue wanted to.
Man, I don't want to hear about Jody Sue. We're talking about your dumbass.
The only reason you're up here is because of me, you asshole. You know what? I'm tired of people like you. Just go ahead and stay up here, bitch. I can stand your fucking face.
Just because you can run your mouth?
Wow, man. For Candace.
Donna Candace is wanting to talk about it. If he's violating the gag order, then they'll tell him he is. I don't know if he is or not, but I'm sure they'll talk to him about it if he is or he isn't. But like I said, I'm going to let him have my platform to talk about this and to talk about it. And I told him he could come in here tonight if he wanted to. Now, if Don is up here talking and BK wants to come up here and talk it out with Don, I'll let him come up here and talk it out with Don or Prayer Garden or Don B or anybody else. I'm not going to restrict them from coming up here and duking it out, even if they yell at each other. Like I said, Summer Wells is the most important thing, and finding this baby is the most important thing. I just want y'all to understand that, okay? Here we go. You want to say something? If they want to go up there and if they want to come up here and have a dang WWE like Ernie in the Stand did, I'll put the bell out and go ding, 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 ding. Like I said, this is the most important thing is Summer Moon Wells. They want to get up here and cuss each other out and fight. You got the platform. I'll let them, because the more we know about Summer. I'm not restricted.
He's not allowed to say.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm going to get a bell that says ding, 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 round 1, ding, 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 round 2. Because him. No, Don, come up. There's Don.
Thank you.
Don off their channels. They want to help him. No, Don, come up, Don B. Come up, Don B. I was hoping Don B would come in here because I apologize to him. Don B, if he comes up here tonight, I'm going to hand you some boxing gloves and y'all are going to duke it out. Because I know you have to say, hello, Beth. Hello. How are you, Beth?
Monkey.
Yeah. But Don B, come up here. Because like I said, if he wants to come up here and duke it out with you, I'm going to give you some boxing gloves and let y'all duke it out. Now, do I agree with what Don said about Don B? Absolutely not. Don B's this case is a she show, and it's been one from day one because of them coming on YouTube. But they still keep Summer's name out here by doing it. You know that by it being like this, it's the reason why everybody is still keeping her name out there, and that's one thing that I can say. Prove he wants to find his daughter and change. I didn't want him being mad at me over that.
I don't think it was
Don B. Hang on, let's see if it's.
Why would he not matter me having a different?
Dang, Don B split like a cheap pair of pants, didn't he?
Corny
bastard. I don't know if he was scared or drunk.
I don't know.
I know he didn't want to see me though, did he?
I don't know. He's not said nothing about you. I do want to say I'm sorry about.
Channel, he said he was gonna blow my head off.
Okay, he did.
Yeah, Don B did over on Nana's Angels. Hell yeah, he said he gonna blow my fucking head off. Hell yeah, that way I ever see Don B in life, I put him in a recycle bin.
So did you and Don make up, Don Wells?
Why would you say that? I got some business to address with you. First, you told me 3 apologies, baby. Because you was talking about me in your live. I came over and confronted you and you lied to me, and then all the stuff you did with Don.
What did I lie to you about?
You said you wasn't making a conversation about me.
Did I say Benny Keys though?
No, but you're doing the same thing that Smiley did.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't know you, Benny. And I
because I don't know you, I'm talking to a cow. Who's crazier? Me or you?
Probably me. Probably me. No, I am sorry. I don't know you, Benny, and you've been nothing but nice to me, so I am sorry about that.
I'd like to continue the trend, but like trying to insinuate that I had something to do with Summer Wells' disappearance. You know what? You're now in my catalog. I hate to say it. Like I have it's getting like over 100 creators who said that crazy shit.
Benny, listen, when you apologize to someone, you want them to at least consider it, right? So Daisy is apologizing, and you should at least consider that.
So is it the kind of apology where you're just apologizing for what's already transpired, and you're going to continue to try to do better?
I'm going to try to do better.
Miss Daisy.
Come on, Benny. I don't know you.
So that's all the more reason to not try to implicate me into things until you do know me, right?
I'm sorry, but I'm saying I'm sorry because I go with speculation.
And I hate that. But see, the one thing is, I was listening. I was a little bit behind, but you're like, well, if they want to come up here and duke it out, about let them on my platform because it's all about Summer.
It is about Summer.
So it's turned into like a prize fight, huh?
No, if you got something to say to Don, you're welcome to come up here like anybody else is.
I got 2 channels. What do I need to do that for?
I know, but do you think he's gonna come up here and say anything? No. What I'm saying is, I won't respect him. I mean, I won't restrict him from talking about Summer. I won't do that, Benny.
But there has to be some restraint, right? Like, you understand that, like, it was your hard work that is going to allow me to prosecute him to the fullest extent of the law, right?
It is what it is. It's not my hard work. It's his mouth.
Well, you provided a lovely platform.
Well, I didn't know he was going to threaten you. Did I think?
But you didn't have to leave the video up.
I took it down for a short period of time.
And then put it back up, right?
I live streamed it and left it up.
Why didn't you cut it off then?
Would you have cut it off? To be honest with you, Benny?
I mean, if you're trying to find Summer Wells, what he says to Benny Keys makes no never mind. It gets lost in the sauce. It makes for good views.
Listen, it wasn't about just you. It was about talking about Summer and everything else.
No, he spoke about her for like 2 minutes. The rest was bitching about how everyone on YouTube has ruined his life, but he's still here talking to a
How
cow.
many times have you done that?
Have I done what?
Let Candace and Don run off at the blackjack.
That's my job.
Okay.
It's everybody's job out here. It's everybody's
I'm
job.
But not against somebody that put up 20K. He said my 20,000 is a lie. He has no thousands. He wants Molly's thousands. So now all of a sudden my money ain't no good to him, right?
I don't know.
This is the thing. He got caught. Listen, he recorded me. I was never going to play it. Lip started harassing me, said she knew that they recorded me too. No, I'm not going to let suspects threaten me and record me and all of that shit. No, that's not how it's happening. No, never.
Well, I didn't know anything about that. I don't know.
The point is this is Mrs. Daisy's YouTube over here, and whatever she wants to have on her panel, or what she has.
I know you're going to advocate for that. You've been cutting the heads off of little kids and putting them on other little kids' bodies. You would be good for anything, sissy.
Oh, you could go to hell, Benny, and just like
I probably will. I keep fucking around with people like you.
And you go and say, oh, Donald got this little girl in his truck and did this. No,
you were Don Wells.
I was there. I was there when he saw that little girl.
He was trying to draw a wedge between them.
He didn't get her in a truck.
Sissy, you was digging for quarters in the couch.
You are a fucking lying bastard. He didn't get her in no truck. He went right up to that door and knocked on it. Went in.
Were you there?
I was there, bitch. Yeah. Witness.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry.
You old lady.
Shut the fuck up.
You mad at menopause, baby. You ain't really mad at me. You mad because I'm calling you out for trying to take Don from his wife. You know it's true.
Yeah,
you know it's
because
true.
of all the fucking STDs you got. Shut the
I
fuck
thought
up.
you were.
Sissy, where's your teeth at? Don't talk to me without your teeth in, baby.
Yeah, bitch, you're the one with false teeth, and I know it.
Is it not about this child? Is it not about finding her? I'm not going to restrict Benny. I'm not going to restrict Don from talking.
No, I'm afraid I don't have to dig an account.
You ought to restrict him.
I'm not a fucking crackhead like you,
Hey, shut the fuck up. Why don't you for just a minute, okay?
Fuck you. Won't you shut the
fuck up?
fuck
Very
up?
much looking ass. Yeah, says the one that wanted to sweep Don, the hooker fucker.
How did Don's ball sweat taste when you was with this old lady up in a hotel room, huh?
Oh, Jesus, sissy.
Huh? How's that golden shower?
God, Jesus, sissy. Hey, whose story is more important to you right now, Daisy?
Summer's story.
Me or Pissy?
Summer's story.
Listen, you got a long history of putting that bitch off. You put it off last time. Do me the favor.
You're the one.
I want to build her out. Listen, she's expected. She's cutting heads off little kids.
You was the one sniffing the piss.
Do you get off on cutting these heads off these kids and putting them on the wrong bodies? What's wrong with you, sissy?
What's wrong with you?
What is wrong with you cutting heads off a little kid?
What is wrong with giving a little girl a beautiful dress she didn't ever have, bitch? You got a problem with that? I know you didn't play with Barbie dolls.
I can't even take you serious.
And stuff like that, did you?
And stuff like that.
But you should have.
You're acting like a fucking Ganoni right now. You're acting just like a Ganoni.
Hey, she was trying to suck his cock while you was at the restaurant.
There
you go.
You pray to Jesus with that mouth, bitch.
What about that?
Listen,
hey, to those 3,000 people on sissies, they'll believe anything this bitch says.
I thought you was doing better.
Yeah.
I thought you was doing better.
I believe you're weirdo.
You thought I was doing better?
Yeah.
You just let that bitch say I was sucking dick on your panel. Are you crazy? You don't follow this up with a immaculate behavior.
Up here. I don't care if y'all want to duke it out. I'll hang.
Well, then don't restrain me and let her talk about sucking dick. You didn't know that. When you gonna have Don?
And when you hang around with your nose picking lips, fucking nose picker lips, you fucking nose picker too. There you go.
Okay,
my problem is you ain't had no pulsation in 3 decades.
Nasty, old butt nasty.
And you don't have to stretch this one out, baby. I know you ain't got no 401k.
Don't brush your teeth, man.
These are mine though. These are my teeth.
I actually see. You need to drop them in that glass. You need to drop them in the glass.
I can't. They don't come out. They're not convertible.
This pubic hair still stuck in there from last year.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one, sissy.
You've been using it for dental floss.
Yeah.
This is great.
This is great. This is so helpful, Daisy. Yeah.
How did you dump for Ernie? How did you dump for Ernie after you smelled that pissy pillow? That's what I want to know, Benny.
Yeah, I know you do.
Ultimately, Summer's the main thing for me.
No. She wants to sexualize cocks and pussy hairs and shit. Listen to this old broad. Holy shit. She probably got half a VH store porn shot right in her butt.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. I'll tell you something.
We know you don't own no DVD player.
You want to call me names when you go around porn bombing people?
I don't talk about you when I'm not in front of you. You're not that important to me.
Yeah, nobody's important to you, Benny. The only thing important to you, only reason you use Summer was for the dog.
I don't cut her head off.
And you're only turning on the wells right now because they won't let you smell where they pissed.
Oh, is that right? Is that right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a good one, sissy. You got me.
Absolutely.
You didn't graduate high school, did you, baby?
And then you motherfucker, you were the one that didn't graduate high school. You know why? Because you was too busy trying to be one of the hood boys that you couldn't be, and then you were fucking
good one.
You're a snitch, bitch. You live in Texas right now, Benny, because you're a snitch. Go back up to Michigan.
Let me find out you did something, bitch. I'll have you locked up in the New York second.
Bullshit. Kiss my ass.
Don't leave me around your mama. You so right, baby.
You fucking snitch.
I'll bring her to Jesus.
Yeah. You know what you are, dude.
Absolutely.
Nasty Benny.
Yep.
Big snitch boy.
You are the chief offender, aren't you, sissy? Yeah. You're not really mad at me, baby.
They ever find out where you at? Your ass would be history, right?
I'm at 101 Pecan Street. You fucking elephant orifice. You act like I'm hiding from you. What's wrong with you, sissy?
I'll tell you what, you're a rhino's ass.
Oh, good one. For fuck's sake, you're just...
Okay. Where he went? I didn't knock him down, y'all.
He's so stupid he knocked himself off.
I'll put him back up. I did not say... I apologize to be Clay. I apologize because, no, I cannot control what Don says up on my panel. I can't. And I said some things that I shouldn't have said, but I do apologize for that. I didn't knock Benny down.
PJ, has he porn bombed you?
Hell, I see so many penises.
Was it needle?
I don't know. Hell, I see so many penises.
Was it needle?
I don't know.
You suggest to do? Huh?
Her daddy will do what he does. I can't control him at all.
That is the big. You know what? You are a huge enabler, Daisy.
This
How
is
can I
America,
make
and Don can
I'll
come up
give you
with
that.
any way he wants.
I
He
mean,
ain't
of
gonna
course
be in
you'll say
jail.
that. You want him in jail as bad as I do now.
He ain't going to be in jail for speaking. Who's going to?
No, for the 2 threats last night, genius. I've already reported him to the TBI. You missed it, didn't you?
Put him in jail. No one.
Penny, are you
I'm
really
putting him in
scared?
jail. He can come out here and speak all he damn well pleases.
Hey,
and there's
Sissy,
no
just because
law.
you say this guy is magenta doesn't make it so.
Daisy
Penny,
apologized.
if he comes on this panel, he's going to go on anybody else's. Mine will
No.
not be the last.
No. See, you know where you get your power back? Allow him on your panel. Yes, he got clowned in my shit yesterday calling you Angela. No.
If he comes on this panel, he's going to go on anybody else's. Mine will not be the last.
No. See, you know where you get your power back, Daisy, is when you don't allow him on your panel. Yes, he got clowned in my shit yesterday calling you Angela. No, just because you tell me you're a suspect, bro.
If
You're
Don
supposed to
wanted to
perform
come,
for me.
Don
Hold on,
Wells
Sissy, can I finish your thought,
panel,
Sissy?
Benny would let
Fuck's
him.
sake.
Benny would let him come on his panel if Don Wells wants to come on his panel.
He wanted to come last night,
Let
Sissy,
him
you
come
lying
on your
motherfucker, and I
panel
told him no.
whenever
I told him no.
He may be in here.
Hey,
No.
Sissy, he doesn't have a penis.
He
Sissy has a penis. You guys
wasn't
believe that too?
wasn't wanting up on the panel. You wish I had a
He
penis.
wanted on the fucking panel.
You wish I had a penis, bitch. That's all you could think
Fucking
about.
pussy mind,
If he
Jesus.
comes up here right now, I'm going to let him up here and y'all can talk it out.
I show. Hey, Don, bring your ass over here, homie. Come on over, bud.
I told him to come up here.
Because he's tough as fuck from Arizona on the internet.
On the
Wait,
panel.
hey, guess what? Hey, you want to hear the video? I told him on the phone when I recorded it. I said, I told the PIs at your house if you touch cannabis, I was gonna fuck you up. He didn't have a problem with it the other night. Only over here with the enablers, he had to make a big show and inflate his chest out and stuff and you know make his back rigid. Like,
Hey Ben, did you say
don't get
something to any of the other
Why would he not be pissed off about you? You know,
No.
Fucking his wife,
hanging around with his old lady.
having a kid with his wife,
Exactly.
having three-way kitchens,
And also,
golden showers.
why would he not be pissed off? You know, you hang
Well,
around
guess
with his old
what?
lady.
If I did all those things with his wife,
you brought
Sissy,
his
he's a
wife
bitch.
up on your panel.
Yeah, guess what? Sissy, hey, Sissy, guess
If you
what?
talk
If I
about
did
Summer
fuck
at
his wife,
all,
he's a pussy
if you
because
talk
he don't
about Summer,
confront me
you'll
about it.
find out you are.
Yeah, he won't even confront me about it, Sissy. So
That's
yeah,
what you said. That's what you said, Benny.
hell yeah. Sissy,
It went
you
about
right,
Summer.
baby.
It went about Summer. It was about your click likes and fucking views. And then you're over here telling this lady that ain't what it should be about for her.
Sure
Fuck
thing.
you, dude.
Bye-bye.
Fuck you.
But listen, Benny, it's ultimately about Summer. I don't give a shit about nobody else but Summer.
So let me ask you this, Daisy.
Yeah.
Do you feel like Molly Golightly was in the wrong for allegedly getting him fired from his job?
Absolutely.
So if you let him come up here and act the fucking fool even one more time, you'll be doing the same thing as she did, but he'll be doing it to himself instead of you
No,
doing it
there's
to
a
him.
difference. He's doing it to
No,
himself
it's not.
here.
You can enable and justify a positioning to think it's different. It's not.
And let me
Because let me tell you what,
and let me
he's going to
tell
blame
you
you
about
for
Molly
it. He'll blame
Golightly.
you for it, Daisy.
And listen, Daisy,
If he tail
when
off
it
your
comes
panel, he'll blame you.
Miss Daisy, when it came
Yeah,
to
when he
Molly
goes to jail
Golightly,
off of your panel, he'll blame you.
no.
Yeah, when he goes to jail,
When it came to Molly Golightly, Donald promised to meet up with them. Donald promised to meet up
hey,
with
is
them.
this an elected position you hold, Sissy? For fuck's sake, who are you, the Pope?
It's like
Good
this.
God.
It's like this.
Yeah, well, don't
in my opinion,
fucking make Molly look bad for what she did because he promised to meet her.
No, too much plastic surgery is what
He
made
was
her
down
look
there
bad.
fucking with
Quit
him.
that.
You know, not keeping his word, and they did what they did to him. And I don't
I
blame
will
him.
agree
You
with
know
that,
something?
Sissy.
When was
You're
you down
right.
there? When was you
You're
down
right.
there, Benny? Fucking
When were you
fighting.
ever down there?
You were the one with the big old brick chasing people away, right?
I was.
Yeah,
It was
the
with
ones
Indian
that were
too.
standing for Summer. The ones that were standing for Summer. You was on the
They were
well
standing
side.
there, their hands were really shaky while they did it.
Shut
They
the
were
fuck
like
up.
this.
Anybody needs to not listen to somebody. It's you. It's you.
Hey, Benny, do you believe they're innocent? Honestly, tell the truth. How do you feel? What do you think happened to Summer?
It doesn't matter what I think because Sissy knows all of it.
Well, both of y'all have been around them. You both
Yeah,
know
he
them.
thinks they're guilty. He said he thought they were guilty. He threw them under the
There's no
bus.
thinking and feeling for me. All this thinking and feeling you do for other people. Why are you not more successful in your own life?
That was your own words, bitch.
You're not more successful in your own life.
That was your own words, bitch. You're the one that was saying.
No, I asked you a question.
After
You're
you
so
said
perceptive. How come you're not more
you went
successful in your own
lost
life?
your fucking mind. They rolled you off the hill. You was fucking all down on them. You was talking a ton of shit about how guilty and shit they were. So who the fuck you talking about now?
Sissy,
That's your
you know what
own
happened?
shut
You
up.
fucked yourself out of the strain of real good information, and so now you're picking up this low rent, bottom dollar shit. We see it. Come on. You got people over there that can't hardly. You got people over there whose grandson made their profile.
I didn't fuck
You
myself
got
out
people
of
over there whose
anything.
grandson made their
I am the
profile.
one. I am the one.
You're the one that been cutting heads off your kids and
I
putting
am
them
the
on
one that has
television.
kept this little girl out here in the spotlight while your fucking asses ran to other cases, took vacations because you're a fucking mental case and everything else. Fuck you, Benny.
Sissy, you
Don't
with a
tell
voice
me
like that, I'm
shit,
pretty
bitch.
sure you don't
Don't
own
tell
your
me
own car.
nothing. Don't tell me
finance
nothing.
them
You know you got the right name, Blood Money. You made fucking blood money off of
Yeah,
all of these
Sissy, that's right too, because
right?
you hide.
All of them. And you went in.
I'm about to expose old BK and Tiffany Marie and Emergency Me, all those fake victims, yet they're up here bashing me. So, if anybody watched Prayer Gardens last night, you've seen what went down. Now they're trying to play the victims. You know what? I'm calling you out on your bullshit, BK, Tiffany Marie, and Emergency Me. I'm calling you out on your bullshit. That's what I'm doing. I'm calling you out on your bullshit.
Uh-oh, Benny the Bull's out. Daisy the Cow is in the farm.
You know what? There is so many people out here that has been victims of human trafficking and of SA that it's not cool to go and play games and act like you're a victim of SA and go on people's panel just to troll, stir up trouble, and to lie, basically, and attack people. Okay, so last night, the other night, when me and Christine was up here, this Emergency Me woman sit in my back chat for like 30 minutes, maybe 45. I wasn't going to let her up. We were doing a live. I didn't know her. And I felt like that she might have been a troll. Well, in the back chat, me and Christine was talking, and we just happened to find out that Tim Mullins was in our chat, and Christine put it in the back chat. Well, you know what that Emergency Me girl did? This is what she did. She snapped it. She snapped it and put it over. And Tiffany Marie put it on her community page. what we said in the back chat. You can see her begging to come up, right? I let her come up. I let her have her chance to come up with full respect, and I'm going to show you guys the full respect that I did. Oh, let's not mention Tiffany Marie thought that she's being cool by doxing Miss Daisy so her and BK could make fun of my weight, which I absolutely know I'm a big mama. That just goes to show it. And y'all, Miss Daisy's pissed off, or she would be doing a lot more. But I'm going to go back to the live where this emergency me girl come. Listen, this woman is using human trafficking as a reason to play games with BK and Tiffany Marie to do this, and it's not right. We know, you all know that I'm an advocate over here, a strong advocate of the trafficking. I just don't think it's cool for somebody to take that and use it as a weapon against creators. Now, Prayer Garden had no idea who this woman was. People were telling her that this woman was a troll, and she is a troll. She's not a true victim. A true victim don't victimize it and use it for other people to attack other creators. She came up.
A true victim does not use it to victimize further for any reason.
Exactly. Well, she came up on my panel that day with full intentions to attack me, take over my chat, and to attack Christine. Okay. And I'm going to prove that by showing it to you. When I actually asked her to talk about human trafficking, she didn't want nothing to do with it. That's what makes me think that she is not a true victim. It goes to show you what kind of deceitful devil she is. And yes, she is. When you go and you play games with something so serious as human trafficking, you are a devil. And sorry, not sorry. I will call you out on your shit, BK. I will call you out on your shit, Tiffany Marie. And I will call you out on your shit, Emergency Me. You don't intimidate me whatsoever. None of y'all do. Here we go.
And can I clear something up before you play that, Daisy? We were not being insensitive because she said that she was SA'd. We were being quiet
of these things in the
to be
past.
respectful to her to talk.
So I'm sure he knows exactly how to do it. But he, the Donna Candace have YouTube accounts. All they have to do is go to YouTube. Now state that these videos, anybody that has played this video has, put Summer, that video, that recording, and those accusations on her in their video. And this is their minor child, and remove it. And they can remove it. They can strike the channel, and YouTube will remove it. And then they can go to their local law enforcement, and local law enforcement will do an investigation, even if the channel has removed it themselves personally. They've removed it. Then the law enforcement can do a subpoena through YouTube, and any YouTube channel that has done that, will have an investigation done on them for the primary purpose of putting the accusation out on a minor child. And anybody who's ever done that could be involved in that investigation and can have legal action taken upon them. And Donna Candace can be the backing and the result of that, because that it is their minor child, and that's legal. It's a false accusation or an accusation or any type of abuse on a minor child.
That's been happening all throughout this case, though.
Absolutely. But Donna and Candace have to be the ones that are actively taking that step. And as her parents,
she'll say she's a victim.
And it's her name.
Try to get her to talk.
They need to do those things.
She won't talk.
They need to be the ones that are protecting her, not us. None of us. None of us should be the ones that are actively, taking these steps to protect her name. None of us should have to be doing this for her. They need to do it for her, not just the boys. None of us should be sitting here bystanding saying, "Hey,
be over on that
stop saying this about Summer." No, stop! Don't mention the boys. Don't break the gag order. None of us should have to be saying this to anybody.
I think a lot of them are protected under the entertainment laws as well. Like,
but
again,
no, YouTube has a child protection act.
You better go talk to.
And I could literally, I'll drop you the link for YouTube itself on their child act. There's no protection for you. They're minors. If YouTube wants to mess around with you,
they've talked about and made accusations.
Well,
about.
I mean, again, that's a creator's moral compass.
Summer is an entertainment. I'm not saying Summer is. Let's go up. Had been altered.
Can you pause it real quick? So number one, it is not illegal to play a 911 call that is available to the public. That's not illegal. That's number one. Number two, no one made any kind of accusation of anything.
No.
Only people were doing was stating what they thought they heard. That's not given an accusation. That's stating what you or the individual thought they heard on the 911 call.
And how many times BK and Tiffany Marie done that kind of shit? The thing is, she didn't want to hear it. This is what Tiffany Marie posted. This is what she stole off our back chat. This is what Tiffany Marie posted after Emergency Me come up her. She didn't want to hear anything about trafficking, right? That's what I want to prove. because they're coming after me and PG and us over she's supposed to be this victim, but yet she didn't want to talk about it. She wanted
Yeah,
to attack us.
a victim doesn't here's the thing is a victim is very sympathetic and wants to teach people and educate people on what happens, how the victim feels, how to prevent someone from being a victim. They don't go on other people's channels and cause them to be victims.
Us.
A victim doesn't here's the thing is a victim is very sympathetic and wants to teach people and educate people on what happens, how the victim feels, how to prevent someone from being a victim. They don't go on other people's channels and cause them to be victims.
You handled it
People
quite
can be respectful.
But,
I'm sorry.
Tiffany Marie is sending this, this troll
Yeah.
around that has had nothing done to her that I believe. I do not believe that she's a victim at all because victims do not act like that. I'm going to tell you.
Human trafficking to cause and stir up trouble. That's what she did. And I want y'all to listen. I want y'all to listen to the rest of this because I try to get her to talk about it and she won't.
And you may go, oh my goodness, I think I hear that.
She
But
tries to take
I'm
it on
talking about a
that.
6-year-old little girl.
Right.
Even as adults, we don't talk
was very
publicly about what goes on behind bedroom doors. Right. As adults, we don't talk about adult behavior behind what happens behind bedroom doors. Publicly, we don't talk about that. It's taboo. So how would it ever be okay to publicly talk about what happens to a 6-year-old girl in a sexual assault situation publicly? It's never going to be okay. Ever.
I don't know. We were just playing it on here.
Again, Daisy, the thing is that, people in the privacy of their own home behind a screen, typing in the chat. Again, you can have some common decency and be like, oh my gosh, I think that's what I heard. But you don't type that.
I think YouTube needs to have new rules when it does come.
It's not YouTube. It's society needs to have some more rules. Have some common decency, have some common sense. And sometimes there's things that you just keep to your damn self. Sometimes it's appropriate to keep your mouth.
Then why don't your creators keep their opinions to their self-emergency me?
In the victim. Absolutely.
That's pretty sad. That's pretty sad.
Yeah,
there.
She was sent over on Prayer Gardens last night to stir up the she pot from Tiffany Marie and BK. And Prayer Garden put her in place. And yes, I did laugh because Prayer Garden said, I'm not your therapist. And
no,
I'm
not.
It's funny.
That was pretty funny, Prayer Garden.
It was
funny. Tiffany owes you for therapy charges. That was funny. You all got to admit that was funny.
To go to other channels to gain access so they can attack another person for another creator is not cool.
No, it's not.
What Emergency Me did. She didn't want to talk about being a victim. I do want to talk about it. I do. I think that people need to know.
Exactly.
She is using that to be. I mean, if you're going to want to talk about it, you're not going to call in and start screaming like a Banshee Indian like she did last night.
Nope.
And you know how many times she's tried to come up on my panel since then.
Well, it's definitely not something I discuss. It's not something that.
But it needs to be discussed. That's the point. It needs to be talked about. Children every single day is being suffered. We need to get this out here so people stop supporting these rich elites and these Hollywood crazy people out here. It needs to be talked about. That we hopefully we're not it anymore.
Hopefully we're still talking about Summer, and this is definitely not about me or anybody else.
Yeah, she turned it around.
I want to keep this on Summer.
See,
and awareness and
we bring awareness here. Absolutely.
I don't personally like to discuss my situation and anything else. Yes, please.
What is okay? So when you have a child that comes in, what are you looking for, and what are the warning signs that would indicate that this child needs to be looked at?
There's a multitude of things. It depends on a lot of situations. It depends on a lot of things. That's a very broad question, and it's definitely a case by case situation. But you also have to keep stringently in mind that cases in the United States versus cases foreign. Like foreign and domestic, right? So cases foreign are completely different than cases domestically. And then cases domestically are normally completely different scenarios, right? So in the United States, most human trafficking situations are done through the internet and not what we would normally, view it as what we would, what the human mind thinks trafficking is anymore. And when you also have to keep in mind when we're talking about trafficking, there's truly 4 different different variations of trafficking. Trafficking involves humans, but there's drug trafficking, there's human organs, there's sex trafficking, and then there's forced labor trafficking. So when we're all talking about trafficking, it doesn't necessarily involve any type of the form of sex, correct?
Well, let me ask you this: do you think that Summer was kidnapped? Maybe possibly could have been kidnapped for that reason?
No,
because it's going around.
No,
everywhere.
I don't. I mean, in my honest opinion, no, I do not. I do not.
What do you
I do
think
not
happened?
believe that. I do not believe that Summer was put in that situation whatsoever.
No, I'm talking about like kidnapped and put it like.
I have no idea what happened to Summer, and to speculate on that thought process, I would be ill-informed. So I try not to go there because I'm not law enforcement. I have no no information in regards to it.
Empty space, and
I would never say that. I would never say that creators or
That's
anybody like
exactly
that
what you're
is
saying.
not helpful or
what you're
a waste of space or useless or anything like that. Absolutely not. I would never say that.
No, you're coming up with an attack, and I didn't realize it.
I think creators and YouTube and social media is vital to helping solve and helping find the
Why are
missing.
you attacking?
Absolutely. I think it's
What's your purpose?
very important.
There should be limitations on things.
I think we should all have more common sense about what we're saying. Words have meaning. I think we should all have more respect for individuals as we talk.
What?
There's no need for hate. So much.
Oh, that's
about what we say
from the hate channels,
I think we need to have a little bit more self-respect towards ourselves and how we approach situations.
Yeah, like you come in for a back chat.
Well, definitely,
right?
I mean, I think that should go well beyond that. I mean, if your mother was reading your chat, would she like what you were saying? Children had the opportunity to read what you were saying. Would they?
I want y'all to listen to her real close because she is being a hypocrite. Is where she comes from, right?
Well, here's the thing, Miss Daisy. She is telling you she is a voice for this topic. She is a voice for people that have been done like this, right? And then in the same token, she is telling you not to talk about it. And then in the same breath, she is saying all humans that truly have been ain't going to say nothing about they were. It's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing to be a victim. And I don't believe this woman was a victim at all, because victims like that do not act like she did. All I know is she calls me up. She comes at me, blaming me for, I don't even know this lady. And here she is telling me that I'm the reason that her parents, one parent shot the other one, that I'm the reason that she's, got herself into the sex trafficking. It's all, this is all about, all on me or something. And I'm like, wait a minute.
We're home, but he didn't want to go home and sit by himself. I'm glad Christine caught that because I didn't catch that before. Let's listen to it one more time. So allegedly, since Prayer Garden's in here, I want her to listen to this 911 call because I don't know if she's heard it and evaluated. See if she hears what we hear. Okay. Real good. Listen right here. The next word that said what you think is being said. Now, did you guys hear that?
He tried to rape her.
Did you hear that? PG, are you in here?
I heard that.
Did you hear that, PG? Help me.
Mommy?
He always tries to hurt Summer.
Oh, babies.
Okay, listen closely. She says, I'm here. What's going on? That's the 911 call. The next very thing, listen to it real closely. This is where it's at. There it was. Because it clearly, to me, sounds like that grandma is trying to say that he's trying to R her. Now, that's what I hear, but you all can determine what you want to hear. I'm just putting it out there. He's always trying to hurt Summer. Okay, here we go. Listen closely. The very next thing that's being said, it sounds like Grandma says he's trying to R her, but listen closely. Did you hear it?